All right, y'all. So, motherhood and healing, another conversation about this. So, as I was kind of just reflecting the other day and thinking about just my journey in motherhood, another area that I realized that I have kind of dealt with, like that mom guilt, is because I had no understanding of what emotional regulation was. Growing up, it wasn't modeled for me. Conversations weren't had. I didn't come into language for this type of term and even skill set until my late 20s. And so when I started to model that for my youngest son and had to then go back and have conversation with my oldest son, and now modeling that for him and giving him the tools, sometimes I feel bad because it's like, girl, if you would have done this, if you would have known this, and it's so detrimental sometimes to your progress when you do the whole shoulda, coulda, woulda situation, and that can be applied to anything. I remember I was so upset a couple of years ago because, again, I wasn't taught financial literacy. It wasn't modeled for me. And the basis to understanding money for me was, pay your rent, take care of your bills, all of those things, and make sure you buy something for yourself because you worked hard. That was the basis of the financial knowledge that I received growing up. So as I have been changing the trajectory of that, understanding how to budget, how to steward, how to invest, what investing look like, different types of investment, and all of the financial aspects that come with understanding financial literacy, I found myself again in this space of like, why didn't anybody tell me this? Why, all of these different things. But like I said in the previous video, we can't hold ourselves to a standard that we didn't even know existed. And so I have been learning to release that. I have been learning to let that go and be present in the moment and understand that, okay, now that you know, you need to implement. You need to do things different. You have the opportunity to do things different. And that's the beauty of learning. It gives us the opportunity to do things differently than possibly what was taught to us. And so I find myself constantly on a journey of unlearning and relearning. And it's like that even in my parenting. I checked the analytics the other day, and pivoting in parenthood is like number 3 for the Parent Network podcast. Because I think sometimes we have such an ideal of what we want things to be, and society tells us so much that sometimes we don't even grasp the concept or even think it's okay to pivot in our parenting. But it is, because as we are growing, evolving, all of the things, our children are growing, evolving, all of the things, we're going to have to change things. It can't stay the same. And so as much as I felt guilty or bad because in the beginning of my parenting journey, what I know now is not what I knew then, I can't hold myself hostage to that place. I can ask my son to forgive me, which he has, and now we move forward in a healthy way. And I do my best to model the behavior, the things that I want to see with them. And when I don't get it right, I'm not beating myself up. Because, again, it's a constant process. This is a constant journey. Parenting is a constant journey.